It's not just money that's important for a life. Money is not the be all and end all of living well. Whilst money answers a series of things, it is not the be all and end all. Some people are working themselves tirelessly, seeking after money to the point where they are dying from work. And at the same length and breath, they are still just living paycheck to paycheck.
Let's celebrate this time of the year, for joyous Kwanzaa is now here. Reflect on the past, let our family moments last, with home-cooked meals and gifts that will unmask. Have a joyous time from Kwanzaa, from our Kinara to yours.
Hello, Wagwan. Big up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. Now, on today's episode, we're going to be looking loosely at an idea of designing your life. And the reason we're looking at this is because it's been prompted by a few comments that we've had on our channel. One of them was they look at the idea of people coming back from wherever they are coming back from to Jamaica and some of the issues that surrounds why people don't want to come back. And another comment was on with regards to how people can survive here in the country in terms of their doing their own gardening and different things like that. And there was also another comment which was talking about the impact, the unseen impact of migration, of global migration or economic migration in this case. And so we're going to be having a look at some of those different things around it. So one of the key things on there, and from a dialogue with the subscriber, we came up and to the fact that it's not just money that's important for a life. Money is not the be all and end all of living well. Whilst money answers a series of things, it is not the be all and end all. Some people are working themselves tirelessly, seeking after money to the point where they are dying from work. And at the same length and breath, they are still just living paycheck to paycheck. And that's the reality. Because sometimes the way in which we're designing our lives is not really serving us in the way that we want it to serve us. And so one of the key things I want to highlight in us designing our lives is to think about two things: the tangible things and the intangible things, which is where we got to that conversation with that subscriber. And we agreed on this point because the tangible things are the things, the money, the roof over our heads, the clothes on our backs, the material things that we need in order to survive, some of our basic needs. Right? And in addition to that, there's the intangible needs, the social, the psychological, the emotional things that we need to develop in ourselves. And we need to just learn how to grow that out and to be able to design our life in a way that caters for both and balances both of those. And it's especially important as individuals if we're parents, because these are things that we're going to need to pass on to our children. Which brings me to the next thing. It's the reparenting of ourselves. And when I say reparenting of ourselves, I'm talking about things such as examining some of the conditioning that we've had that really doesn't serve us and replace it with conditioning that is actually going to serve us. To examine some of the traumas that we are suffering with and haven't healed from, that are preventing us from doing the things that we need to and overcome them. Some people are closed off from accepting and receiving love because they've had emotional traumas from their past and they can't deal with it. Some people have this way in which they treat money because they grew up in such a depraved environment that now they feel that once they get it, they need to reward themselves with it. Some people just want to do things so that they can get other people's validation because they weren't getting it when they were younger as children. We need to reparent ourselves in these ways so that we can see how we build out a whole and better self, especially as we are going into this new year. Sometimes we have people who are just so angry and their first recall to emotions are you're either happy or you're angry. And reality is that these are the things that they've learned, that these are the different emotions that are out there. However, there are so many different emotions that we feel when we go through different episodes and different experiences. And so it's important that we recognize our different emotions that we experience. spend time to acknowledge them and then process through them. It's also important that we recognize the things that triggers us, that triggers certain reactions, certain responses in us, and learn how to deal with them, because we're going to be in an environment where we are going to get triggered, and we can't allow ourselves to be puppets and allow people to know that this is a trigger for us and use it to get us to do things simply because they understand how we're going to respond if this is the experience that we encounter, or if this is the way that we are treated, as a result of our interaction. We're then going to respond this way. So we need to figure out what those triggers are and deal with them in a way that is going to make our life and our social experiences much better. The other thing I think that is important is the proactive seeking out of psychology, sociology, financeology, and things like those that are going to add to our value and to our worth, because we are getting education. And it's a lifelong process of learning. We're never too old to learn. We're never too young to teach. And so it's about getting into that frame of mind where we're constantly trying to learn new things that are going to be helping us. Because sometimes it's not that we don't have enough money, it's that we lack the wisdom that we need to be able to know how to use it so that we can have the life that we actually want to live. The final one I want to highlight is focusing on purpose-driven living. So when we're living our lives where we're purpose-driven, we're looking at finding the means that will allow us to be able to do certain things, making sure that it is morally done, and it is focused on making sure that we're purposefully doing things that will make us more productive. Now, all of these things help to make us stronger, secure, stable, competent, and more productive. And if we are trying to do that, any life we're trying to create, we need to ensure that these are some of the cornerstone of the life that we are going to be leading for ourselves as we go through building out the future that we desire. We are doing a breakfast prep, and Eliona wants hash browns, so I've shredded the potato and I've poured some boiling water on it to just let it sit for a minute to soften it up and to get some of the excess starch out of it. And then I'm going to strain that off and mix it up to then go ahead and fry it. And I don't want hash browns, I want bami. So I've got that here soaking in some lightly salted milk just to reinvigorate it with some moisture. And then we're going to just fry that up, and we're going to have that with some vegetable. So I'm going to have mine with cabbage and callaloo. And Eliona will have the hash browns with some chicken sausages. So we're going to get going on that.
We've already mixed the batter, so now molding them into shapes.
Concentration phase.
Voila.
This is the spatch frying. One of them have collapsed a little bit right here. And this is the batch we've done previously. We've managed to maintain 5 of the shape, 1 collapsed as well. And they're looking nice and golden. And now we're frying the gummies. The aroma in the kitchen, it's just so heavenly. And finally, we're frying the plantains.
So this is day 2's breakfast. We have a hash brown, the plantain, and sausage. And this is my mom's. She has cabbage, callaloo, bami, and plantain. Some hot chocolate. So we're going to enjoy, and we'll see you for the activity.
And now we're going off to do activity number 2. So Eliona, what's this activity all about?
Seeing who can make the best unity cup.
You want to explain the rules? Are there any rules?
As long as you... Should we do the 3 marker challenge?
You can.
Where you have to close your eyes and pick 3 markers, and whatever you get, you have to use them.
Okay. So that's what we're doing?
Yeah. Let's just
Okay.
do that.
And then we just decide what our design looks like at the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're working on coloring the kukumbe cha umoja. So that's called Unity Cup, as Eliona said. So, ready? Steady? And off we go. And we are finished. So let's see who have what and which one you think is best.
Comment down below which one you think is the best.
And if you want to, you could also have a guess which one is it that's Eliona's and which one is it that's mine.
We'll see.
Today for breakfast, Eliona has scheduled in this onion bhaji as what she wants. So we're making onion bhaji for her. I've already put all of the ingredients in. I've made sure to cut the onions long way so I can get it a little bit looser and therefore a little bit more crisp in it when we fry it and bite into it. So that's what we're going to work on. That's her breakfast. I'm going to have some fried dumplings and for mine, and then we will go from there. Today is collective responsibility is our principle for today, and so we're trying to see how we can work that into, and that's them frying for her, waiting for them to be nice and golden brown. Have you ever had onion bhaji before? Did you like it? Tell us in the comment section below. And there they are, nice and golden. So it's normally a tradition my mom and I have where we come together and we make our Jamaican fruit cake for Kwanzaa time and then have that to share amongst ourselves. And last year it was sort of a little bit of a sad moment because we were here in Jamaica for our first Kwanzaa and we weren't able to do our tradition. And we did chat about it a bit, and we chatted about it again this year as she was going to go about doing it. And so we saw this cake and we thought it looked nice. And so we decided that we were going to go with it. And given that it was okay last year, we thought we would do the same because buying the ingredients to make one just wasn't worth it. And so buying it was better. What did you think about it last year? Okay, you like Nanans? I must agree that this Nanans one, wow, you are wasting no time out of the box already. Nanans one is quite succulent and delicious.
Ready?
It's some such, it's yummy in the mouth when you're going to be eating it.
Ready?
So are you ready to cut?
Yeah.
You sure? You want to do this?
It's already in.
Okay, madam. So 3, 2, 1.
You're taking too long.
I'm sure you start cutting before we even get to 0. Oh my gosh, I didn't even say 0. Oh my gosh. Well, I cannot wait to taste it. So are you going to open the drinks?
No.
Okay.
It's a cork, and that's just not.
Okay, well pass it to me and I'll open it.
Wait.
Look at that, it looks so moist. I'm going to try and see what tastes a piece. It is nice and moist like I remembered from last year. Am I going to get the wine so I can open it, please, madam?
Don't worry, it's not alcoholic. I hope.
What do you mean you hope?
Here you go.
Okay, Eliona, so why you going so far?
I don't want to get shot.
I'm pretty sure it won't fly off like that.
Are you sure?
I'm being confident. Kwanzaa! Still celebrating. So it's done. So are you ready now?
Yep.
Okay.
I want the big one at the back.
Oh, please, yeah, get to see the one.
No, I want the
Which one?
cucumber, the emoji.
You want this one? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the unity cup. First pour.
I need to find the wine lid.
So that's it.
Yep. You're going to. You want to share this?
No, I want to eat dinner first.
Okay.
The Jam Fam family. Where Irie living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. The Jam Fam family. Where Irie living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
So this one is Eliona's. If you had guessed this one, then you would have been correct. And this one is mine. Thank you for staying here with us on this another episode. We appreciate you. How time flies. It was only the other day we were saying Happy New Year for 2024. And now this video is the last time we are going to be seeing you in 2024. And we really want to say to you,
Happy New Year!
and we wish you all the best in 2025. Take care. Thank you again for staying here with us on this another episode of Life with the Jam Fam. It was a pleasure spending time with you. Do let us know in the comments below some of the things that you would want to make sure that you incorporate in your life that you would want to design out. Bye for now. We'll see you in the next video.